I hauled my brand new gorilla couch into my living room and walked upstairs to grab cushions for it, but when I came back down, my eyes widened in horror. The YouTuber Sambucha was suddenly on my gorilla couch, his arms resting above his head like he owned it. I dropped the cushions in shock and went to ask what he was doing here, but he sat up before I could. "I'm your new neighbor, and by the way, you should really close your back door." He pointed at the cracked open back door, then patted my gorilla couch. "Also, this is a fire couch. I'm gonna use it if that's cool." My doorbell rang before I could tell him no, and Sambucha's face instantly lit up. "They're here." He shot up and ran past me to open my own door, and I gripped my head in disbelief. An entire crew instantly started flooding into my apartment, carrying a white table, a microphone, a PC, and a monitor. An entire recording setup. I screamed, "What is going on?" But Sambucha calmly replied, "My new house isn't big enough for a recording studio, so I'm gonna use yours," while directing where to place all his equipment. My blood boiled in anger, and I tried to step in their way, but Sambucha slapped my hand away. "The gorilla couch needs to be the centerpiece." He ordered his crew to move it, and when they did, they dropped it so hard I heard my floorboards crack under it. Then they shuffled out, while I stood there in disbelief, because one of my favorite YouTubers had set up a recording studio in my living room without my consent. I told Sambucha to get out, but he completely ignored me and sat in his chair. "Here's $600, buddy. Consider it rent." He slapped it on the table, but I immediately shoved it back and grabbed his mic. I said, "Get out." That's when Sambucha got up. He pushed me to the ground, and my head hit the edge of the gorilla couch as he stood over me and crossed his arms. I almost fought Jonah Hill. "Don't think I won't fight you." He put on a bucket hat before I could react and sat back in the chair. He clicked record and began talking into the microphone. "Hey guys, so today we're testing if we can turn our neighbor's house into a recording studio." That's when I snapped. I shot up and started ripping the cushions off the gorilla couch, my face red in anger. Sambucha laughed into the microphone. "As you see, guys, our neighbor is pretty angry," but he couldn't even finish his sentence before I yanked him out of his chair. I picked him up over my head and violently stuffed Sambucha into the gorilla couch. Sambucha was still screaming, "No," as I slammed the cushions back on, trapping him inside. He tried to punch his way up, but I grinned and sat down exactly where he was trapped. "You know, Sam, you're exactly the type of guy to get stuffed inside a gorilla couch." He kept punching and screaming, but I just put my arms above my head, then yanked out his monitor cable and watched the DVD logo bounce until it hit the top corner. "We're gonna be here a while, Sam."